Hi everyone, it's Adonis Turner with a quick video for you guys. First of all, there was two botched attempts outside to try to film this video. So we're just going to go selfie style real quick so I can move on to the next piece of content that I want to get out. So first things first, I want to start this video by talking about work-life balance. I personally don't believe in work-life balance. I think it's a fictitious thing that people try to convey in order to have fun more often or have what they perceive as fun more often. I strongly believe that you should just do something that you enjoy, even if it's not your direct passion specifically. There is something that you enjoy that can earn you income day in and day out. You don't have to do something you hate day in and day out to progress in society. That is just my personal opinion, and that's something I am trying to implement as well in my life. I connect this work-life balance facade into how people say like, oh, you have to eat healthy to progress, and it's just eating healthy is such a opinionated word that it actually holds no value the way people use it. And let me explain. So if I tell someone like a sumo wrestler, hey, you should eat healthy to progress, well, their objective is their sport. So what does eating healthy even mean in terms of a sumo wrestler when by definition they would be severely overweight based off of BMI? So you have to factor in everyone has different goals when it comes down to eating healthy. So I tie this into work-life balance. If you work 60 hours a week and you don't have much, time on video games or watching TV, that does not mean that you aren't balanced. That just means those are your priorities. Those activities you're doing are more aligned with your goals as opposed to someone who works less or who is unemployed, who has more time to do things that are more leisure or more just chilling out and relaxing. So that's something I want to touch on as well. Also, another thing I want to connect it to is how many kids people have. Some people have no kids. Some people have 10 kids. 10 kids. Some people have 5. It doesn't really matter as long as what you're doing is aligned with what you want to accomplish in life, and if we're talking about kids, what you want to accomplish for your kids. So if you want to do a whole lot of things as far as a business is concerned, whether it's you and your wife, we'll say it's a team instance where it's a wife and husband are working together, you should be aware that if you have 12 kids or whatever, you may have to draw back on your goals as far as the business is concerned intuitively, as the business is concerned intuitively, because if you have 12 kids, you have to really focus on them, or you have to hire like a bunch of nannies to take care of them in this extreme example. So, and also connect work-life balance to who people say like, oh, I lift heavy, or that weight is heavy. In my day, I used to squat 500 pounds. There are people in the world that squat 1,000 pounds. So people who squat 1,000 pounds are probably warming up with 500 pounds. So just putting things in perspective in that regard to understand that what's heavy for me is not heavy for you. What's exhausting for me is not exhausting for you. So understanding that your goals as a person are going to be different than my goals as a person, and going forward based off of that mentality. So in conclusion, I would say the main point as far as what you're trying to do, whether it's work a lot, not work a lot, have fun a lot, whatever, is make sure your goals are aligned with what you're trying to accomplish, or what your tasks are to get to where you want to accomplish. That way you can feel fulfilled day in and day out. I have pretty big goals for my gym, so I got to make sure I do, for the most part, big things or a lot of effort towards those goals each and every day. So that is my take on work-life balance, guys. What is your take? Stay tuned for the next video, guys. You guys have a good one. Peace.